it was the boys, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And really, in my mind, it didn't get really anywhere.
Nothing
So.
basically was resolved in a sense.
Exactly.
I'll call you after I'm done.
All right.
I want to go in the back.
She's hit her head for a second.
All right, I'll grab her. I'm gonna send her seat. Yo, Turbo! What up, dude? Turbo, I want to just again thank you, brother, for everything yesterday, man. You didn't have to do that yesterday, man. I really appreciate the shit out of you, dude.
Sorry, I was thinking.
Are you good? All right, so why don't you listen? I know we had our issues, right? And whatever the case may be, but you know, no matter what, I've always had your back with things. And you know, we've been together since day one. So what just like what do you feel for Tony? Like, and be like, this is not Vinny CG talking to you. This is
I know.
This is like your friend talking to you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So what's going on?
What do I feel for Tony? Right now, nothing. But you know, that's
Okay.
up until now. So what's happened is this all started as part of, you know, we've talked about this a million times. Whatever happened, right? But then he like genuinely started to do things for both me and CG that I didn't understand why. I didn't understand if this was like a ploy to try to catch me up in something. Like, I'm not dumb, you know. Everyone knows that I'm not stupid. Like, I see when people are doing things and it doesn't make sense. But it just continued to happen, you know. Like, he murdered people in FDF. He tried to kill Donovan because of shit she was doing. He's taking the fall for things that would potentially help CG, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, I was told to not talk to him, and even though I saw a benefit in it, and there was a benefit, it still was wrong. And that's what it's come down to, is like,
listen, there's nothing
it sucks
wrong
because there's so many good things that could have come out of that relationship, not from me and him, but from him and you, or him and Kay, or like, he's so fucking connected and can make a lot of things go away, even if he's quit his job. But I just am so tired of trying to explain that. So I just sat down, deleted his phone number, deleted, you know, everything to do with him, told him I never want to see him again.
Listen, I'm going to speak to you from two perspectives, okay? I'll talk to you from a chain gang perspective. I'm going to talk to you from your friend perspective, right? On a chain gang perspective, what you did was totally fucked, right? The night we met up in Yellowjack, we had that meeting. Kay said no more. I called up Izzy. You know, everybody did what they did, whatever the case may be. And I think we found out yesterday that same night is when he called you and you did what you did, right?
So what happened just before you continue is I called him and said, we need to meet to end things, to tell him to fuck off, to never talk to me again. And he pinged me to a dock, and Donovan was on her knees there. Like, I had and genuinely from the bottom of my heart, Vinny, I had no clue that was going to happen. And even after that, I had a moment and I was like, okay, well, he just tried to fucking kill someone. Maybe I shouldn't break up with a crazy person. But I still took him to a different spot, sat him down, and said, after he had just murdered somebody or tried to, I said, I can't talk to you ever again. Like, I'm under direct orders. Like, you're a cop. I'm a criminal. I'm in a gang. This isn't going to work. Don't talk to me. You know, and like,
I guess
I
it's
tried to
I
explain
guess
that timeline to Kay last night, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter,
yeah.
right? Like I shouldn't have even talked to him in person, I guess, but I felt like you know me, I always feel like I owe something to somebody when it
Listen, you shouldn't be. I'm gonna be very blunt with this, whether people like it or not. At the end of the day, Rosa, like, there's nothing wrong with you saying you actually caught feelings, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Even though you were looking out for the family, as you were saying, there also that feelings got involved. He treated you good. He was there for you when you felt like nobody was there for you. There was a time when you kept saying how there's nobody in CG that wants to hang out, and you always had him to lean on. And that's fine, Rosa, okay? The one thing I always will remember when you came to me and told me was that you are new to all of this. You don't know any better, okay? And it's understandable why you took the route you took and did what you did, right? But the thing where Kay feels probably totally disrespected was because, one, you got to understand, Kay, the one thing about Kay you need to start realizing is if he is told something and he believes it, nothing is going to change his mind, okay? And that's just Mr.
yeah.
K.
And I've accepted that, and that's why I just am sitting here like when I said last night, like, do what you need to do, I said it to everybody. I said it to Carmela. I said it to Gomer. I've said it to him. Like, I genuinely mean do what you have to do. Like, I have nothing else to lose at this point besides my business.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just.
And I don't think it has to come to that. I think it's more like you said you owned up that you fucked up, right? I think the reason why Kay was getting more and more mad is because more and more people kept coming into him with things that you were doing after the whole thing of him saying don't talk to cops anymore. The night of the same night. Give me 1 second. Son, I gotta call you back.
Okay, sounds good. Bye.
You know, so the time the events happened, and that night, the whole thing with whether you were there because he pinged you. Even Tony did tell me that he's the one that wanted you down there because something that Donovan said that you were a rat. And that's why he like, I met up with him and told him, and I didn't even know I wasn't supposed to be meeting up with this guy. Okay. I wasn't around. So the time of the events of you going down to the docks, then the following day, somebody in the gang telling us how you were on a roof watching him because you missed him. So in Kay's eyes, the way that looks is like you don't give a fuck about what he said and what the gang is supposed to be doing. And it was a sign of a disrespecting to the leader of the gang. And that's why he's probably washing his hands in a sense, right? When he said like, oh, I'll do what I got to do. And he left, right? So because he's probably pissed and he feels very disrespected, which he has every right to feel that way. Okay. Yeah, but on the other side of things, what I want you to understand, Rosa, you're new to all this shit, Rosa. In my eyes, the way I see you, I never seen you as Rosa the criminal. I always seen you as Rosa, the one with all the brains, Rosa that can hold down a business. That's who the Rosa I know, okay? And the fact of the matter is that maybe this gang life is just not for you. You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm so sick of people saying that. Like,
Rosa, it's not a bad
I'm not, and
thing.
I'll say it. Maybe I'm not cut out to go rob banks and boost cars and shoot cops on the street. Maybe that's not me.
Listen,
that
what I'm trying, I'm not giving you disrespect, Rosa. And I
know, but when
you're
people say that, Vinny, all people hear is like, cut her from the family. Like, there's so much more to a gang's
Tugs, let me call you back. I'm talking to
just,
Rosa.
like robbing banks. And what I've tried to do in all of this is, this city is so political, Vinny. Mm-hmm. Everything is politics based. It's who you know, how you know it, how you're going to use that information, right? Mm-hmm. And so every single thing I've done, every step I've taken, it has been to try to get us in a place where we have that political power.
And in Kay's eyes, he doesn't see it. Yeah, but in Kay's eyes, he doesn't see it that way. Okay? No matter how much you tried to do better for the family, in Kay's eyes, it was the most negative thing possible, right? Because the time I've been with CG from the beginning, we never fucked with cops like that. We never worked with cops, even though if we had them in our pocket, it never happened, and it never will happen, right? And that's why Kay got so pissed off, because I was talking to Izzy, you were talking to Romano. I mean, you were talking to Rico. Zolo was talking to like 2 cops. Little Tugs was talking to a cop. And Kay was just like, enough is fucking enough. Like, that is it. No more, right? Because at the end of the day, that's not what he wants for the gang. So as good as you thought you were doing by thinking you were doing the right thing with Rico for the gang, it's not the case. Because that's not what he wants. So in his eyes, he's seen what you were doing was for yourself. And when you went off that night and then the following day, it's just more and more of a disrespectful thing. And that's the problem. So I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know where he's going from here because I wasn't around last night. I just found out that there was just a meeting about this. But what do you want to do? Where do you see yourself in all of this? Like, where do you see yourself in your future as you? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. My whole life has always been CG, you know? And like I talked to Carmela about this last night and she just said that I just need to give it time. And so the only thing I know how to do is just sit here and I guess keep this place running. Like I don't know. If I don't have family like then tell me I don't have anything. Like it's not worth it to just like be Rosa running around the city. Like everything I've ever done, being a lawyer, being a judge, coming here, starting a business, you know, being a lawyer again here has been to make sure that we're covered in a way that, and it might not be a way that people accept or like, you know, but it's a coverage that needs to happen. And if that means I just sit here and be a lawyer again, like,
Rose, I have a question for you.
fine.
Did you know there was a master file on us?
I had no clue there was
Exactly.
a master file on us.
There was a master file on us that there still is to Rico the name of Chain Gang and rip us all apart. Okay?
Vinny, you know, I looked when I was hired as a receptionist, my name, I'm not even flagged to CG.
I know, but well, that's because did you ever get arrested with CG?
No, I've
You ever
only
get in
been
a shootout
arrested
with
once,
CG?
my second day in the
Yeah,
city.
that's why. And you're smart. That's the thing. You're fucking smart. You're not dumb. Okay?
It's like last night I got in the group meeting, they all said that there's a master file essentially, and they didn't say it, but they insinuated because of me. And if CG
It
goes
wasn't
down, it's
because of you.
because of
It
me.
wasn't because of you. And I will sit here.
That shit hurts.
No, I will not let that happen. Okay? No matter what. That master file had nothing to do with you. What the problem is with the master file is all this shit that happened, and then you got fucking picked up from a contracted hit from a fucking cop that is so overly invested into this fucking thing with Donovan that what do you think he would do if he knows he can't see you gone or Tony gone? Who do you think he's going to come after next? And we already have this master file on us. That's why Kay is at his wit's end with everything. Because everything that Kay has started with this family from the bottom up, you think he really wants to jeopardize the name of CG and lose everything to a Rico case? No. And that's the problem. And I know it's a big communication fault of CG that we weren't communicated to the other members in the gang about this master file. And it should have been. But I guess all this stuff with Tony was just basically the icing on top of it.
If you were in my position and genuinely in my position, like what would you do? Like how do I move next?
How do you feel towards the gang? Do you still feel that sense of nobody trusts you? Nobody thinks you're loyal?
Well, yeah, because everyone told me that yesterday. But at the end of the day, like, even if it's a one-way loyalty street at this point, like that's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't just erase that and be like, fuck CG, they don't trust me. I'm doing my own thing, you know? And that makes me naive as fuck. And I realized that if it was anybody in the city and they were in the situation, I tell them, fuck them, walk away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you don't think that they would have your back, walk away. But like, I could never bring myself to do that. So I would much rather just take whatever's coming my way, do whatever needs to be done, like fall in line and shut up.
It's a tough situation because I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is me just being as a friend. If I felt the way you felt, even though you feel like you have nothing at the moment, right? And if I was in your shoes, why would I want to be part of something if you feel that way? Because I don't think you should feel that way, right? I think you fucked up.
Yeah, but I've burned every other bridge at this point because of like what I've been told to do. So it's like I either sit here and sit in whatever happened to me, or
I don't think nothing's gonna happen to you. Okay.
I don't know. I just want, things to, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
You're in a tough situation. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you. Okay. But do I want to see you go? No. I'm gonna be honest. I think what you need to do is have a one-on-one with Kay with nobody around. That's what you really have to do.
So my fear, Vinny, is that like there have been so many one-on-one conversations about me that now if I'm at the point where I sit down and try to talk, it's like everybody's heard the same story 25 times. So it is I don't want to be a bother any more than like I
It's
already
not
have
about
been,
being a bother. You want to be included. You want to be part of this family, Rosa, because if it to me, what it feels like is like you want to be part of this family, but you want to be part of this family because all you know is CG. Right? And that's the way you're making me feel.
No, it's because of who you guys are. Like,
but you got to understand what you're telling me, Rosa. Nobody trusts me. Nobody thinks I'm loyal. Everybody hates me. I'm just going to sit here and just take care of the business and do nothing else. What you're doing is what you're telling me is that like you're staying here because like you should, if you're saying this stuff in your head, if I was saying this stuff in my head, I'd be like, yo, I'm out of this bitch. And I'm just being very blunt with you about it. Right? Because if I was in your shoes and if I felt all these things, why am I going to stay in the place I'm supposed to be a family to people that nobody trusts me? Everybody thinks I'm not loyal. Nobody wants to be around me. Everybody thinks I'm just a fuck up. Why would I want to stay around?
Them right. If there's even a chance that that's not true, like I don't want to sit here and prove them right and be like, oh yeah, she was never loyal. She walked away from the family, Like, and that's the thing. It's not that I'm loyal to a gang CG. I'm loyal to the people that have given me everything. Like I'm only where I am or only have a name or became a lawyer. I've done anything because of the family that I've chosen, And so it's like, if I need to sit here and just and make it work and try to fix things, that's what I'm going to do. But like who I am is because of the family that you guys have included me in.
I wouldn't say that. You're who you are because of you. I mean, don't say that, okay? Because I hate when people say that. Nobody makes you. Nobody does this. You do what you do. You proved yourself, and you are the person you are because you did it. Nobody else, Rosa. So stop with that bullshit. Okay, and I'm just being honest with you on that. I hate when people, I have my name because no, motherfucker, you did it because you did it. Okay, you proved yourself. You put that work and you put that time in. And I hate when people think they fucking owe us something because you're in the family. No, you did what you did because you did it on your own. And that's what you need to start getting through your fucking head. And that's what I think you need to start getting back to, Rosa.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna walk away. I don't know. There's no eloquent way to say this or no like story I can say, but it's like I'm not walking away from people that I consider family. If it came to it today and someone came in here trying to shoot you, like I would still put myself in front of it. And that goes for everyone.
I know.
It goes for Carmela and Paris who shit talk me every chance they get. It's not that I feel like I owe anything to you guys. It's just when you get to that point of like connection with people, then nothing's gonna break that. And I fucked up, and I'm the first to admit, like I upset Kay, and that's what matters here. You know, whatever
Mm-hmm.
everyone else in the gang says is fine, and they can be mad and have opinions, but it's like up to me to prove to Kay directly that he can trust me at some point. And trust is earned. It's not just words, it's actions. And
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would approach Kay, have a one-on-one with him alone, and come clean to him. Be honest with him. Did I catch feelings for Tony? Yes. Did I want to be with Tony? Yes. Did I fuck up because of my feelings I had towards Tony? Yes. Did I do something that it was because of my feelings that were involved in it? Yes. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just be truthful. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there's nothing wrong with you having feelings for somebody, okay? And yes, does it suck that you have to turn those feelings off in a snap of a finger because it's not what the fucking gang wants? It does suck. 100% it sucks, okay? But you just got to have a one-on-one with him.
Clear, like, regardless of feelings, not feelings, whatever, like the whole narrative of me being just like a lovesick puppy over somebody and can't let them go because I am just a, emotional, sappy person, that's not true. Like, the reason that I've continued to talk to him, no matter how wrong it is, no matter how fucking wrong it is because there were benefits that continued to come in.
Does Kay know that?
I mean, I've tried to tell him, but last night the meeting was horrible. And then I tried to call him and he was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I'm trying to run off and get married to someone and like, I fucking hate relationships, Vinny. Like, you and I had the most toxic shit for a year and a half.
Yeah, but it
I
worked
don't do this
because
mushy gushy shit.
Yeah, we had a good time because we were the people that were just alike. We're fucking two idiots that used to love fighting with one another. Exactly. I mean, could you even consider us being in a relationship? I don't even think it was a relationship. It was more of having each other's back and
wanting to shoot each other half the time.
Exactly. Listen.
But you know what I mean? It's just, and that's the narrative I want to try to, like, not even narrative. That's the truth I want to try to tell is like, okay, I'm going to lay it all out. Here are the cards. What has happened, what has benefited us, what has benefited me, what has benefited this business, CG, like all of this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, does that matter? Or should I just sit back and do what needs to be done? Be with the gang, do gang things, keep my business running. Yeah, fuck, I just put 300K into the gang account. Like, this is the place that's going to make us
I know, but
wealthy
see,
one day.
I feel like you're doing things that should have to be needed to be done, right? I feel like on a gang perspective, on an outside point of view, right? What you're doing now is trying to play catch up because you fucked up and how can I make it up to them, and you're trying too much, right? What I want you to do, okay, before you move forward, before you think about anything, have a one-on-one with Kay, let him know everything. You and him alone. That's it. Nobody else. And I heard that there was it was a hooligan party over here that Curtis was fucking around with the kid Chad. I heard there was a whole it was like a circus.
I think we all walked out confused.
And it shouldn't have never happened. What I think you should do, your next step, is have a talk with Kay, have a one-on-one with him, let him know everything, let him know what you want to do. Do not listen. If you want this and you want this family and you want to stay in Chain Gang and you want to still be part of this, I wouldn't even bother saying the reasons why you kept Tony in loop of things, because it was gonna help us financially. It was gonna help us politically. Just admit the fuck up. Tell him that you want to prove yourself to him and the gang, and just move forward from there. And then you see what steps you want to take in what direction. And that's what you need to do, because right now you're a lost soul. And I understand where you're coming. You feel lost. You feel afraid. You don't know what to do. You don't know if your life's on the line. You don't know if your gang members are going to kill you. You don't know if you have cops coming after to kill you. You don't know what's going on with yourself right now. But what you need to do is fucking talk with Kay alone. And that's it. If you want, I will personally, because you know I have your back no matter what, Rosa. No matter what we went through, all the bullshit, all the drama, you know I love you to death still. And I promise you, I will go to Kay myself, whether he likes it or not, and tell him that I talked to you, and you need to have a one-on-one with her.
I'm gonna text him in case he wakes up.
Don't
before
text
I know.
him.
No, I called him last night, but he was asleep. I'm just gonna say, when you're awake, can we meet?
Okay, good.
I'm not that dumb. I'm gonna text him, Mr. K, I'm sorry.
I can tell you another thing. Kay never looks at text messages, so that's why it's probably better off when he comes around.
Okay, well, when you see him, just
Yes, I'll let you know and you call him.
I don't even I don't see him half days even when he's awake, even if I'm with the gang.
Just be real with him. Be truthful. Admit your fuck ups. I wouldn't even bring up the things why you were doing what you were doing, because he probably doesn't want to hear it, because it hit.
The whys don't matter. Like, the only thing I'm looking for at this point is, like, what do I need to do next? Like,
That's exactly what you
genuinely,
need
what
to
do you
find
want
out. Yes.
me to do?
Yes. That's what you need. That's the direction you have to go to. What do I have to do to just earn your trust back and earn the gang's trust back? That's what you need to do. Because I could probably tell you this right now, Rosa, okay? No matter how many people are around, if he wanted you out last night with this meeting, he would have probably put a bullet in your head. I could probably bet my life on it, okay? So him not doing that last night and just walking away, you know, he's thinking about things. Just understand that.
Yeah. I mean, I want him to have time to figure out what he wants to do as well. So also, I'm not going to be a fucking drama queen right now, but I'm going to share this with you. Gomer and Chody also have a copy, and don't get mad at me. But these fuckers left me in a nudist camp last time I was in ICU, so I would rather have my affairs in order instead of getting a staph infection again.
All my businesses go to Paris, and where's my name?
So that got changed. P is 50% owner. So if something were to happen, P has 50%, then Paris and Carmela have 25 each.
Hi, Rosa Garcia, sound mind, and distress, no influence to fully understand the nature, extend my property. Okay, you see, but this is the bad thing. My dog Leroy and necklace with gold pan shall be given to Tony Mills.
Yeah, well, my dog's on a fucking island now. I'm probably dead anyways.
Yeah, but do you understand what I'm trying to tell you here?
It's a necklace and a dog. I gave all of my money and my businesses back to the family. You want me to write him out of the will too? Fine, I'll fucking write him out of the will.
I'm
the one
just
thing he's ever given me was a necklace.
To tell you, I'm just trying to help you here, Rosa.
Okay, he's out of the will.
My large pile of cocaine, Caio Perico, shall be given to... Ooh. You're still a dumb, bald bitch. Can you put, like, but I still love you? You know, so you make me feel better than not just being a dumb, bald bitch? Is that possible?
Well, it's already notarized. I did this days ago.
Girlie Carter presented to Rami Al Ramen. A new wardrobe, bad bitch attire.
Don't tell Rami, because he'll fucking murder me himself.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know why you have that in there, because if he sees this or Chody, he's going to kill you to get that card. New wardrobe of bad bitch attire shall be paid by the Garcia estate for Aria. Yeah, Aria definitely needs a new wardrobe. You're 100% right on that. Listen. I could probably tell you right now, like I said earlier, if he wanted you dead, he would probably have been dead last night. So just get that through your head.
I wrote this literally days ago when I was in that fucking nudist camp. just had to get it signed by a judge.
And do me a favor. Now that I found out from Kay that he wants us to do nothing with Tony Rico, and I guess that's why Rico contacted me because I wasn't around. I didn't know none of this. If you do talk to him, tell him that he doesn't have to prove nothing to me anymore because, like I said, I didn't.
I'm not talking to him. I don't have his phone number, deleted the text messages, have no way to contact him.
All right, well, now that Kay told me that yesterday, like, I don't want him to prove nothing to me because he's out of the picture for good. So
Well, you get to talk to him about that because I sure as shit can't.
I think while you're on the fence, you're the one that should call him because I ain't calling him.
I don't have his phone number.
I'll give you his number.
No, you want me to call him so that you can go tell Kay, oh, Rosa called him. I'm not fucking calling him. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not calling him. I'm not calling him.
Rosa, can you shut the fuck up for 1 minute? Do you think this is a time to stir?
It's never a time to stir. I'm not calling him. Go get a random person on the street to call him or something. My employee out there, fuck, what's his name? Denty. Get him to call him.
Give me 1 second. The missus forgot her shopping list. I gotta go take a picture. I'll be right back. Guys, give me 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry. She was yelling at me.
How dare you forget the list for her?
No.
That's your fault, not hers.
You're the problem. You were the fault of that.
That's your fault, not hers.
No, that's your fault because I was stuck here with this fucking doing this with you.
You should have sent her a picture before she even realized she forgot
Well,
it.
she texted me in the middle of fucking talking to you, dumbass.
You should have.
Okay, now I got two of it. Now I have you and her coming at me. Thanks.
I support her.
Oh, shut up. Well, listen, like I said, do that moving forward. Get in contact. I'll let him know. I'll let you know when he's around. Call him. I will let him know that I talked to you. You want to have a one-on-one.
I'm not calling him.
No, I'm talking about Kay.
Okay.
All right, and take it from there. And then after you talk with him, if you want to call me, you know, I'm always here. If I'm still around, I might go play some Hourglass. I don't know, because I'm addicted to Sea of Thieves in my house. But call me, text me. Please let me know what's going on. Because I still care for you, and you know that.
Don't share that will with anyone, please.
I'm not. Listen.
You, Chody, and Gomer are the only ones
all
that know
the bullshit aside, no stirring with this. I want you to be in this family, okay?
That's what it is. It's the only family I have. You know that.
All
also,
right. What's up?
To call Gomer. I gave Gomer's essentially CEO right now because he's awake when I'm not. You don't work here, this matter. I was gonna say he can pull money out.
Yeah, why don't I have keys to this place?
I'm maxed out on employees.
Nice, dude. Nice.
I mean, I can fire Arya for you, but you got to take that up with her.
Yeah, fuck Arya.
Actually, I could fire Taco. Taco, it's not done anything.
Yeah, fuck Taco. I'm sitting at his fucking pawn shop all day. That's all he does anyway.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a dancer so he could come clean the money that he buys at the pawn shop.
I have so much fucking... I have over 2,000 rolls. I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Give him to Dent. I'm about to get up there and Denty's going to throw money if you want me to clean him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How much percentage I get?
80.
Ha!
Fine, you can get 90. 10% to the house.
Okay, fine. I'll go. Am I bringing 2,000 rolls here?
Yeah.
Really? What about my bands?
You can bring your bands.
Okay, you're the best. Be right back. Yeah, see, like, I don't know why, like, me, Mr. K, Rami, like, I get there's a limit on the keys. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Denti, you gotta clear my fucking money for me. I'm going to get it.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
All right. I like how he's like, okay.